You're with your family, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, hits the fan. How are you gonna survive that? We're here tonight at Brennan Theaters watching No Escape. Some people are probably like, what is that about? It's an intense movie with Owen Wilson, who has not done anything serious since 2001, Behind Enemy Lines. I liked the movie. Very, very, very intense. Just leave your kids at home. It's rated R. The only thing about this movie that you could say is even remotely true is other countries do have their political things going on, and they're trying to make a society, and you have the rebels that just don't like it. So that aspect of this movie is true. The thing with the family, not so much. The movie follows Owen Wilson, Lake Bell. They're the main narrative piece, and I enjoyed that it never really broke away from them to show you what's going on over here or what's going on over here. Even when Pierce Brosnan's in there, it never follows him. It stays with the family. You are seeing everything the family is seeing. You are experiencing everything the family is experiencing. Very, very intense, very edge of your seat. A lot of just like this, maybe like this. Some people walked out. I don't really see that a lot, and some people did. It's just it wasn't their thing. Owen Wilson, I like when actors are known for one set of role playing, like comedic, and you get to see him do something new. So him being in a drama, serious role, I like that. The kids, the little girls, that just adds to the effect of like, because even if you have kids, don't have kids, you don't want to see harm come to these kids. You really don't. And sometimes when the parents were telling them to do certain things, they weren't getting it, you're getting frustrated. Like, they're trying to save your life. Just listen. The story was super intense. Total survival mode kicks in. 8 out of 10. If you're curious, know what you're seeing. Don't go in there and be like, oh, it's just going to be your typical. No, it really isn't. World sucks sometimes with what goes on in it. What is your guys' favorite Owen Wilson role or Pierce Brosnan role? Just down there on the bottom, shoot that. I'm curious to see what sorts of other films that these guys did that you guys really liked that they were in. To see what the other survivors had to say, let's check that out.
Well, the trailer of this movie certainly didn't do it justice. It was very nail-biting. Did not know it would be R-rated. It looked like a PG-13 kind of movie. The moment I see someone kill themselves with a knife, I'm like, okay, this is R-rated. I thought more of it was based on a true story, but it turns out it's just based on some of the chaos that goes on in Southeast Asia. And they were very careful not to name the country in this movie because it was filmed in Thailand, and Thailand was saying, hey, you can't film in our country unless you leave our name out of the movie. We want to look good on camera. We're going to kill a bunch of people in the movie, but hey, just don't name our country and it's all good. That's the only thing this movie was based on, is the current problems that occur over there. And that's the value you take away from this movie, is you get more of an awareness of the things that happen in other countries and how fortunate we are to be Americans, even though we're American shit. The performance by Owen Wilson was what I'd hoped for. It reminded me of his performance in Behind Enemy Lines, his last dramatic performance. He needs to do more of these, but most people know him for his comedy films, but I think he should stretch it out and explore the dramatic area a little bit more. And sometimes that crashes and burns with some comedians who tried that route. Robin Williams did it. Bradley Cooper did it. I mean, he was in Hangover, and next thing you know, he's playing a sniper an Academy Award-nominated performance, no less. This movie might get an Oscar nomination for sound mixing or sound editing. It wouldn't surprise me. It was the most nail-biting movie I'd seen in years. I was on the edge of my seat. My heart was racing. That doesn't happen too often when I watch movies.
I will start by saying I made it an hour into this movie and I walked out. I have this concept behind movies that they're meant to be entertaining or they're serving a purpose. I don't feel this movie served any purpose other than make you feel uncomfortable, to give you anxiety, and make you feel like you didn't want to be in that moment. And I felt that they did a very good job of doing that, but I didn't want to be in that moment. So I got up and left. I feel that it has a lot in common with horror movies and psychological thriller movies in the way that it's enticing emotions in you that are meant to be fight or flight emotions. They're meant to make you want to walk away. That's what those emotions exist for. I don't like feeling those emotions. That's why I don't watch horror movies. That's why you won't see me in any of the horror movie reviews. I won't be there. I'd say about 45 minutes of the movie I seriously considered leaving, and about an hour through the movie I left. I'd say about 90% of the first hour of this movie, which is all I can speak to, is a family with small children hiding as people are brutally killed around them. I'm not interested in seeing that. Was it well done for what they were presenting? Yes. Very intense, very graphic, very edge of your seat. Do I understand why anybody would want to see this or put themselves through this as a watching experience? I have no idea. It does not make any sense to me. Even after talking to the other people that have given reviews today, trying to understand the thought process, I still don't understand the thought process. By the way, this is the first movie I walked out in for content probably in my entire life.
You and two old ladies.
Two old ladies.
Well, let's get the out of here, Benny. Let's go. So then on a scale of 1 to 10 with what you basically had seen, what would you give this?
I want to give it a 1, but I'm not going to give it a 1 because I know it was well made for what it was. So I'm going to give it a 4. What they were trying to accomplish, they did a good job accomplishing. I'm going to give it a 4 at the same time because that's about the desire I had to watch any of it. So if you're someone that watches the reviews and sees my sensibilities and goes, I think the way he does, don't do it.
Out of 10, I'm going to give this an 8.5. The 1.5 missing stars is because some of the slow motion shots almost made me laugh. I don't know why, just people's reactions when they're flying, I almost got the sense that the movie was trying to make me laugh. Like, this is one of the most dramatic pieces of the movie that we've seen in the previews, and yet it just looks almost funny. So the director's direction with some of the editing and the pacing just, I know it's like a shell shock moment, but it just didn't work for those. But a well-made movie, edge of your seat thriller.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Like this video, favorite it, share it, like us on Facebook, bash it. And as always, we're letting you know before you go at Brendan Theaters.